Welcome to the lab session on NMAP Scanning tool. So this tool is widely used in the ethical hacking reconnaissance phase. So this is the three-way handshake of the TCP/IP protocol. So the NMAP tool can be used to find the information about the ports in the target machine and also the information about the services which are running on the target machine and also about the firewall. So now let's quickly go to the lab session. So I have the Metasploitable 2 as the target machine. So the IP is 1.16 and I have Kali as well as the parent machines. So let me start the scanning process. So we'll go step by step. So basic NMAP scan. So how to do a very simple basic NMAP. So NMAP, okay, and the target IP address 192.168.1.16. Let's wait for the output. So it is showing us the ports which are open. So 977 closed TCP ports and these many ports are open. Okay, so then we'll go to the second one. So service version detection. So detects the service version running on open ports. NMAP -SV 1.16. So you can see that service version, it takes some time. So you can see it's very useful. You see these are the list of open ports, and this is FTP, and what version is this? Very important, because some versions it might have vulnerabilities. So knowing the version of the services is very important. So this is SSH and this is the version of the SSH, and telnet what is the version, and so on. Okay, so it is a very useful command, -sp. Then let's see the OS detection. Suppose you want to detect the different operating systems, the operating system in the target machine. So here we need -O. Then so fingerprinting requires root privilege. So you have to put the sudo command. So now let's see, it gives the information about the target machine. So the target machine is of course Linux operating system, but however I want to check the Windows also. So let me pause and start the Windows. So our virtual machine XP also is ready now. So the IP of the XP is 1.13, and let me go to the Kali. So let me try to find the operating system using this command in the XP machine. So it is clearly showing. that the target operating system is Windows XP, and also it is showing the service pack. Okay, let's move on to the next command. So aggressive scan, so enable the OS detection, version detection, and script scanning, and trace route. So it would give more information. Okay, so let me use the flag -A. So if sudo needed, if the privilege needed, then we will fix the sudo, otherwise no need, you can remove that. So now I am scanning the XP machine. So using the flag A for aggressive scan, it is supposed to give us operating system and service versions. Yeah, beautiful. So you can see these are some of the services running in the XP machine. Okay, and also their versions are coming, and you can see the information about the operating system. Okay, so it's good to have these informations. So then next scan, also we will scan the Metasploitable 2. So 16 is a Metasploitable 2 machine. So Metasploitable 2 is a Linux machine which has vulnerabilities, and various services are running inside with vulnerabilities, and we are performing the aggressive scan using the NMAP command against the Metasploitable 2 machine. So let's see it gives a lot of information because it runs many services. You can see. Okay, so FTP is running, and the information about the FTP, and then SSH, then SSL. A lot of informations are coming about different services, and finally you can see the information about the application servers as well as the operating system. Okay, so this aggressive scan is very important. And then let's go on to the next one, is UDP scan. So we are going to check the UDP ports now. So we are going to use the flag U, unrecognized option -U, maybe small u, unprivileged. So what is the mistake? So SU, I'm sorry, I made a mistake. So root privilege, you need a root privilege. So if this error comes, then you should put sudo So now what we are doing is we are scanning the target machine for the UDP ports. In the transport layer we have two protocols, one is TCP and another one is UDP. So TCP is connection oriented and UDP is connectionless. So we are now scanning the UDP ports, and the target machine is Metasploitable 2. It takes some time. So actually I performed against the Metasploitable 2. It was taking too much time. I did not get the output. Maybe there might be many ports. So now I scanned against the XP machine, okay, and I got the information about the different UDP ports that are in open state. So that's how this command works, UDP scan. Okay, let's check with some scripts actually. So nmap dash dash space dash dash script, then the name of the script and the target machine IP address. So let's explore this command. Okay, so it is a script which we are going to run to find the operating system. So our system is 13. So let's try this. The name of the script is SMBOS discovery, and this is giving us the name of the operating system. And also let us use this against the Metasploitable 2. It is giving clearly the name of the operating system. It is using this script is based on a service called Samba service, okay, which is running in the target machine. Okay, so this Samba. So next we'll try the, suppose you want to you don't want to check all the ports, you want to check specific range of ports, then how the command has to be customized. So let's see that. So nmap, okay, so -p, the port number. Suppose you want to check the port number 25 in the target machine, then you can see it scans and returns the information about that specific port number. Okay, so it is in open state. Suppose you want to check about the, let's say 21, it is open. Let's say 23, it's telnet, I think. Yeah, it's open. And let's say port 80, it's also open. Okay, so now let's say I want like a range of port numbers, the starting and the ending number I want to give. So in that situation, it's like you can say port number 1 to, let's say 30. Okay, so only these ports I want to check. So you can see and all the port numbers between 1 to 30 is tested. Suppose if you increase here like 100, then you can see between 1 to 100. Okay, then let's do the next one is aggressive scan with timing. So aggressive scan with increased timing, okay, T4. So that means there is a default time, but if you want to give more time, then this particular option can be used. So let's go back to the aggressive scan. Already we have done that. So -A, and we have to put one more flag. Okay, so that is -T4. So I made a mistake. There should not be space between T and 4. So it's taking some time. So let me use the X XP as the target machine, so that the response would be little quicker than the Metasploitable 2. So it's taking some time. The aggressive scan is taking some time. Let's wait. It's already done. So it is returning the services and their versions as well as the information about the operating system. Then let's say, suppose you want to scan multiple targets. Okay, so in that situations, how to do that? So we have two machines now. One is Metasploitable 2 and another one is Windows XP. So 192.168.1.13 is the XP, and then 192.168.1.16 is the Metasploitable 2. So I am giving the target two machines, virtual machines IP as the target. Let's see what's output. Yeah, let's go. So this is the information about the Windows XP, and this is the information about the Metasploitable 2. So this is how you scan multiple machines. Suppose in case you have one more IP address, you can give one or more IP address, you can give with space between two IP addresses. Then suppose, let's say, if you want to do the scanning and save the thing in some file, so you can mention the file name like this. Okay, so let's try that. NMAP -o capital N, then the name of the file, let's say my scan dot output. Okay, so target is 192.168.1.13. So now let's see whether the output cat my scan dot output. So yeah, it is copied to this file. Okay, so we'll explore some more NMAP commands. So this is very interesting. So TCP syn scan. Okay, so syn scan NMAP -s capital S 192.168.1.16. So it needs the privilege sudo stealth scan or syn scan. Okay, so theoretically you would have studied this concepts. So this is how this flag is used for the stealth or syn scan. And then let's go to the TCP connect scan. So completely TCP handshake is completed and the connection is tiered. So for that the flag used is capital T. So this is the TCP connect scan. So then let's see some very important one. Okay, now this is very important. ACK scan determines whether a port is filtered, unfiltered or open. So you can see now, let's say SA home, I remove the sudo, no need. So I choose the 13 Windows XP as the target machine. So it needs the privilege sudo so it would return whether the ports are all 1000 scanned ports are in ignored states, not shown, the 1000 unfiltered TCP ports. So the let's check the firewall here. So firewall is off. So when the firewall is off, you can see all 1000 scan ports are in ignored states. Okay, suppose we on the firewall and let's see how this same scanning behaves. So you will see the difference now, because we have switched on the firewall. So the ports are filtered now. So some issues are there. It is not showing the characters, not shown on those and please inputs, no response. So it is giving reset here, but here it is telling no response. Yeah, you can understand if it is no response, that means the firewall is on. If the firewall is on, then it will not respond. But here you are getting the reset. Okay, so here you can see the difference. The firewall is on here. Okay, so let's try the same thing against the exploitable 2. Okay, so same informations we are getting. Reset, that means the firewall is off. Then the decoy scan means in the target machine, if the target machine they don't want to know our IP address, then we can put the flag D. So hide the true source IP by sending the decoy IPs. So in the target machine you can run the Wireshark and check. Okay, if you put the D, you will not get the correct source IP address. So already we have seen this version. Okay, the services versions. So let's try this firewall detection script. So this is for the firewall. So first let us try the XP. So it needs the sudo privilege. So it is telling it did not match a category, file name or directory. So actually there is a command locate. Okay, so we want firewall. So there is a firewall bypass.nse. So bypass. Let's check what is happening now. It's taking time. So all 1000 scan ports are in ignored states, no response. That means the firewall is on. So let us close the firewall once again. And run this command again. So you can see this now, it's giving the information about the firewalls. I mean, it's not giving the information. That means the file, the ports are open. So earlier we have switched on the firewall, there was no response, but now we are getting the response from the target machine. What are the ports which are open? So we have seen different very important scans. Let's check the tutorial also. So these are the very basic information about the NMAP scan, and there are plenty of commands are available, but whatever now I have covered, I try to cover the very basic thing. So I think from that you can easily expand your knowledge in the scanning process. You can see there are lot of commands based on different situations. So with this I conclude the lab session on NMAP scanning.